The international break is here. It gives us a great opportunity to take 3 steps backwards and look at what's been happening in the Premier League so far. Welcome to the Premier League Preview Show. My name is Nathan Quao, and we are the Holiday Inn Hotel. Partner Quao and Benjamin Nketsia joins me. Ben, it's 3 weeks already, 35 more to go, but we have a bit of a break. International weekend is up upon us, but it's been 3 very fascinating weeks.
Exactly, and a lot of talking points as well. First fascination for me is that the Hollywood-style invasion of the Premiership by the managers hasn't disappointed so far. Manchester City with Pep Guardiola, the philosophy looks as if it is growing or it has germinated already. David Silva looks like a reborn player. He's led the Premiership in distance covered so far in all 3 matches. David Silva.
That's very odd for a player who's not that quick.
Exactly. Who would have thought? He's covering space everywhere. He's tracking back. He's picking the ball up from deep. And he has that Manchester City machinery ticking. What has transpired in the defense is also worth talking about. The transformation of Alexander Kolarov, the left back, to Alex Kolarov, the centre-back, is interesting because his passing, as Pep Guardiola says, is going to waste. And of course, we can't talk about Manchester City without talking about the exit of goalkeeper Joe Hart.
He's off to Torino.
Exactly. Who would have thought that Joe Hart would have been playing for Torino? Some say that when Joe Hart was taken over from Shea Given, it was this same type of coup, and Shea Given must have felt hard done by then. Same scenario playing out now. Claudio Bravo, he led La Liga in a couple of categories, passing from behind, also finding the mark from his box. So we hope that Pep Guardiola's big gamble will pay off. Brought in for a lot of money for somebody who's 33 years, so we hope it will pay off. Antonio Conte and Chelsea, they also offer something very interesting to talk about because I have seen Antonio Conte change games from the bench, and primarily for me, that's what I was looking out for.
I mean, for Chelsea, I think they've been good. I still feel that there are a few questions over Fabregas and his role in this team. It's still too unclear. I don't know what's going on. He's played a lot of the games from the bench. Chelsea seem very comfortable without him. I'm not saying they don't need him, but they seem to be playing well. They seem to be creating the chances. I don't know what you think, but do you think that by January, if Fabregas hasn't started a lot of games, he might be knocking on the door and he might be telling the manager, I want to go somewhere else?
Well, for Fabregas, I think that it's a difficult time in his career because he's been dropped from the current Spanish national team, about to partake in the internationals. And I feel that it just happens that he's a victim of circumstance. I don't think that his production has dropped as a player. I don't think that age...
Where that circumstance is what?
Where that circumstance is that there's a new manager who favors a certain philosophy and does not see Fabregas fitting in with that philosophy. So Fabregas will certainly have to find himself in a team that will make use of his talents and his skill set. Primarily, I feel that that's what it is for him right now at Chelsea. Chelsea won't suffer without him, but I think that used in the right way, they will be better with him in the squad. So it's a fine balance between trying to make use of a world-class player and what he brings to the table, and trying to move beyond him. And I mean, it's interesting.
Let's move on to Manchester United. After 3 games, it's very obvious they look transformed. It's very obvious that there is something going on at the club. They brought in Paul Pogba for a record amount of money. Marcus Rashford decided the last game they played against Hull City. What's working for them this season? Is it the fact that it's just a new man, or Mourinho is doing something that is changing Manchester United?
Well, it's a combination of factors. It certainly is part of the fact that they have a new manager. But for one, I think that it's the psychological edge the new manager brings. The team now simply wants to win. If there was a competitive scale of 1 to 10 and they were at level 5 under Louis van Gaal, they feel like they are at level 9 under Jose Mourinho right now. And that's only, 3 games into the start of the season. Plus, you have figures in the dressing room like Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Guess what? He's won the league in the first season everywhere he's been. With the Serie A teams, in the Eredivisie, in La Liga. He's won everywhere he's gone. And I mean, he usually gets to go with about 20 goals per season average in his first season. So he really is a big figure. And you know the ego. You know how they talk about Zlatan.
You mentioned that, he won the league everywhere he's been, and everywhere, he went before coming to Manchester United. He was the big man. How is Jose Mourinho going to manage that together with these other influential guys? Because we are not seeing the power play at work. You can tell that Zlatan loves the ego to rub off everybody. He loves this aura to more or less bless the dressing room. It will be a difficult thing for Jose Mourinho if it starts getting complicated.
Exactly. Proper choice of words there. Bless the dressing room. That's exactly what the ego is doing. And I think that for Zlatan, he's come to that stage in his career where he knows that trying to be the it guy by dominating everybody will backfire. And this is not an Ajax. This is a Manchester United team.
Juventus, or yes, PSG.
Exactly. This is Manchester United, where you have big figures in the dressing room before his arrival. Believe it or not, Paul Pogba now is as big a presence in the dressing room as Zlatan because he's out there on the map. So Zlatan primarily is looking to play a lead role. He's looking to exit his career in a way that will get younger cats like Marcus Rashford to pay him glowing tribute when the time is right. What did you learn from Zlatan in his time at Manchester United? And I think that will be a better coat on his career than being a destructive force in the dressing room. So I think that he will primarily be looking to lead, one, by example on the pitch, and also two, by silent aura in the dressing room. When the team is playing badly and you enter the dressing room and you look at his demeanor, you will know that you need to change your act.
It's still the Premier League preview show here on Citi TV. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk about Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, and then the teams that have not figured out what to do with themselves in that bottom two.